All right, and the energy that's coming in from November into December is the Nine of Cups reversed. So you're feeling unlucky, huh? You're just feeling like things are kind of, not exactly where you want them to be. Like the Nine of Cups is like not being able to rest on your laurels, not being able to see the potential or the gain of everything that you're doing. And so you're feeling you're questioning the things that happened in November, like, should I have done some things a little bit differently? Should I have maybe taken a different job? Should I, should have I went on this date with somebody else? Things like that. It's just, you're questioning where you are. And then we have the Queen of Wands reversed, the Chariot reversed, the Unconscious, 10 of Swords reversed, 8 of Cups, King of Swords reversed, 4 of Swords reversed, 3 of Wands reversed, King of Wands, and the 5 of Wands reversed. Now, I know there's a lot of reversals, but all of the signs have been getting a lot of reversals. We've got Mercury retrograde right upon us. Actually, it just started. It's starting tomorrow. It's starting in a couple days in December. All right, so it's okay. It's all right to have this many reversals, and some of them are actually more positive in the reverse than they are when they're upright. All right, but right here is where I want to start, is with the Chariot reversed and the Unconscious upright. Because it's like you can't move forward until you dig deep, and that is the sign. That is like the sign of the times, man. It's what everyone is going through. It's like, okay, you can no longer just kind of, excuse my language, but half-ass it. You can't half-ass it anymore. You can't be like just scooter along a little bit just on tidbits. You got to make some substance now. And so it feels like for some Sagittarians, that's what you've been doing, is just barely getting by. It's like being like a C- student, which for some that's awesome. But right now with your life, you can no longer just barely, get by the skin of your teeth. You actually have to put some effort in now and make it true, make it have some substance, make it thick. Okay, and this choice has to do with like every aspect of your life, because also we have the swords, the 10 of Swords reversed. And so with the 10 of Swords reversed, it's the end of a cycle. Of course, the 10 of the Swords is always about that. It's letting something go. But this should be a lot easier for you to let go. But the only way that it'll be easier is, once again, if you put some effort in. And as soon as you put effort in, then the swords are going to come sliding out of your back. But you have to make the effort. And the thing is like the 4 of Swords in reverse is like, you can't sleep. You got to keep pushing through, Sagittarius. Like, you have a long journey ahead of you, and there is not time for you to, take a rest. You've had a rest already, and now you have to get going. And especially because you have people just nipping at your heels. We have the Queen of Wands reversed, and then we also have the King of Swords reversed. And so this is a fire sign and an air sign. So Leo, Sagittarius, like you, Sagittarius, I said Leo, Sagittarius, Aries is the fire, and then with the air we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And they're both in the reverse. And actually, for some of you, this Sagittarius, this Queen of Wands, is you. Okay, this Queen of Wands is you, and you're just not feeling up to the game. You're not feeling up to the steps you need to take to move forward. And so that's why the Chariot is here. It's like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I don't feel right about going forward. I don't feel like this is the right journey for me. But the truth is, you have to keep going. And especially with the 8 of Cups showing up, it's like, nope, I know you're okay with where you are. I know you're okay with what's going on, but you also know that there's more. There's something more there. And so you have to leave it behind and push through. Now, I think this King of Swords is coming in to block that push through and kind of keep you at bay from this Knight of Wands who's trying to bring you a message. So I do feel like this King of Swords is actually a family member. And then this Knight of Wands is not a family member. It's somebody who's coming in from like a third party. But this King of Swords is just wants you, like this, and this is happening to so many signs, just wants you to stay exactly where you are and not to rise any higher. All right? They're intimidated by you. I don't get the sense they're jealous of you necessarily, but I do get the sense that they don't want you to succeed. All right? And so they're, and they're not even going to fight with you about it. They're going to be so nonchalant about it. They're just going to be like, fine, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. It's not what I would do. And just plant a seed of doubt within you with just like one sentence. And it's just going to be just enough to make you go, oh, should I move on? And also, in some regards, I do feel like it is your partner. It is your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, who, somebody close to you who's like, well, that's going to affect me too, right? Why are you being so selfish? And it's going to hit you, and you're going to be like, all right, well, maybe I need to give more attention here instead of, my work or something that I love. Yeah, because this Three of Wands in reverse is like it's hard to see where you're going. It's hard to see the end goal. But even though you can't see the end goal, you still have to keep moving forward. The Four of Swords is like, this is not the planning time. This is the actual movement, the actual doing of it. And I love that the Knight of Wands is here, because the Knight of Wands really does speak of a great message coming in that's going to ignite passion and fire within you. But my worry is that you're not going to be able to hear it because a lot of you guys are not in the upright position. That you're not ready to receive this message that the Knight of Wands is coming to give to you. And so, in some aspects, you're going to be fighting the wrong thing. You're going to be fighting this message coming in that is so wonderful simply because you're confused. There's a lot here, Sagittarius. There's a lot here. But boiling it down, the bottom line is, in order to shift this energy of the Ten of Swords, this ending, you're going to have to walk away. You're going to have to walk away, let go of something that seems just fine. And you're going to have to do it alone. It's like you have to walk away so that the Knight of Wands can find you. Because you're stuck in this murk. Don't worry, Sag, you are not alone. Just go watch some of my other videos. Everyone has like this similar aspect of, dang, you gotta let go. You gotta let go, okay? We're going into a new year. Saturn is going into Capricorn. It's time to get to work. If you haven't already, Okay, so let's pull the Noanafu card, the Visionary deck, just for some added guidance. Deep roots. So, this is a long one, so sit back. We often forget about the things we cannot see, like the roots that run deep underground to support a tree. This card reminds you to connect to roots and ancient energy. There are answers that lie within this connection. Every energy has a purpose. Although we cannot see it, we can feel it. Feel the energy to try and understand it. Underground, there exists a network of connections, roots connected to other roots and lines of communication, spreading information in ways we can scarce imagine while looking at the surface where nothing seems to be happening. The universe is working, forming connections and gaining nourishment, all to support us in our next stage of growth. We may not see it, but this hidden energy is just waiting for us to call upon it and use it to build the world back in line with laws of nature. All right, so that makes 110% sense, because right here we have the unconscious, okay? So uncovering your deep roots, your connection to soul, to self, to nature, to your surroundings. And then we also have the Ten of Swords reversed. All right, so there's a lot of shifts that are going on that no one can see, that no one can understand. And especially in this time, it's, here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going through winter. So winter is not just death, it's letting go, but it's also creating at the same time. And this creation that's going on during winter, no one can see because it's so deep-rooted. It's so deep in the soil. But that's where it starts, and that's where spring starts. And so it has to start in that underworld. It has to start in the underbelly and grow through that and push through that. The challenge, the pain, the discomfort of pushing through the dirt to come back to the sun.